got it done in Kansas. All right, coming at you from the pilot. It is November 14th. I always forget the date. And that's a wrap for Haterade Hills. The boys just took off. Josh is heading down to go fishing in Alabama. The boys are heading back to Maryland. And I'm heading to Kansas for 4 or 5 days. So we're gonna bounce around some walk-in properties and just see what we can make happen. There's some monster bucks out here and we finally drew the archery tag. So cheers to Haterade Hills 2022. And we'll catch you next time here, next year, same time. But for now, let's go to Kansas. All right, so we have made it to Kansas. We are at a buddy of ours' place. His mom just got 23 acres, I think. It's pretty sick. It's a bunch of hardwoods for probably like 10 acres or so, and then it has a field on the backside that goes into a bunch of plot. Honestly, the most perfect spot for some bucks to be running. So I'm just gonna get in here and hang this stand and just sneak on out of here so I can get in here in the morning early and hopefully rattle in some deer, so we'll see. All right, so we've made it to the hotel in Kansas. I'm pretty exhausted. I'm gonna meet up with Jackson and Kylie, his wife, and probably get some dinner and then rack out because we have an early morning. We need to not jump anything out. We need to really get up into that stand quiet tomorrow. So we'll see. Hopefully the wind is right for tomorrow and we can make it happen here. So I'm super pumped. Okay, so it's November 15th in Kansas. And I haven't got to do a stand interview yet because it's been absolutely crazy. I did not even get the camera up yet, and we had deer everywhere. We had 2 groups of does come in, and then they pushed out into this field, and the camera arm bracket came loose. And as I was messing with the camera, this big old mature buck just pops out to my left on the trail that I thought they were gonna come out on. So I'm messing with the camera, and at the same time, he pops out into the field with the does, and for whatever reason, he comes back into the tree line, right under me, 7 yards. Well, my bow got stuck on this branch, and he looks up at me, so I come to full draw, and he almost takes off, and I'm holding up the camera at the same time. I pull the shot off, and he falls right on the other side of the field. Let's go. I mean, sweet Kansas. It is just absolutely unbelievable, this spot that we're in right now. We had about an inch of snowfall last night, so it is just completely whited out. You can see these deer from far away, but they're quiet. So I mean, some of these deer popping up right under the stand, and you just don't know until they're under you. But we're gonna go recover this guy. I'm super pumped to get my hands on him. Everything just happened so quick, and that's just the rut. Unfortunately, we were not able to get the kill shot. Everything just happened so fast. In these rut situations, you just never know. This is also a spot we've never hunted before, so let's go get him. All right. This deer is probably one of the biggest body deer I have ever seen. He is just a pure warrior. This deer has to be 6.5 years old. He doesn't have any hair on his back. He's all busted up. He's been fighting. This is our first sit in Kansas. We had deer all over us this morning. November 15th. Wow, what a morning. There's an inch of snow on the ground. It's a beautiful morning. God is good. God is good. And the fact that we got to take this big old warrior makes it even better. I mean, first day, it was a crazy, crazy morning. And unfortunately, we were not able to get the shot because this guy came in so fast. Everything happened rut style. And my camera arm bracket came loose. My camera fell. When I dropped my tree stand or my backpack out of the tree stand this morning. I think it made that bracket loose, and that's why you check your gear. Always check your gear afterwards. But by the time I got the camera back up and settled this morning, all the action ensued, and this guy came in, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, would have been nice to get the shot on camera, but sometimes it happens like that. But I mean, just what an absolute beast of a buck. Absolute beast. Gotta love Kansas. Well, we got it done in Kansas. The first sit, it was crazy. I honestly can't find my bracket for my tripod, so we're just gonna interview it here. I mean, he is just a brute. This guy came in looking for some action with these does, and he made the wrong move and popped out right under me, right under these pine trees that were right in front of my tree, and I just let him have it with the Matthews. I mean, he ran maybe 60 yards across the field and piled up, and that's that. So a huge shout out to Jackson. Huge shout out to his mom for letting us come to this property. This is going to be a very special place in Kansas going forward. This is just the perfect habitat for these big bucks to live in. It's semi-suburban, and it's, you know, low pressure, just everything that you want in a place to grow monster whitetails. There's a huge plot in the backside of the property that these deer walk through. And like I said, today was just going to be an observation stand, and it turned into dragging out a big old buck. So couldn't be happier. It's a lot of stress relief after the Missouri trip, I will say that. You know, you come up short, and sometimes you get down on yourself, but you know, this morning turned that all around. That's all for now. We'll catch you later on our trip back. All right, so we're heading out now. We just got the deer wrapped up. We're going to drop him off at the processor. Thinking about doing a shoulder mount. I mean, he's a brute. I mean, first Kansas buck, I think it's only right, you know? So I'm gonna drop him off at the processor now, get all the meat to Jackson and his family. I mean, they've really hooked it up by allowing me to hunt here, so I really appreciate that. And again, I think, you know, I'm gonna just try and get back in here either this evening or tomorrow. May just relax. I've kind of been on the go. I got married, had the honeymoon, flew to Italy, and then flew right back into hunting for 6 really hard days. We're gonna head to Chick-fil-A because I am hungry. All right, we are heading back to Nebraska. Thank you, Kansas, but we are out.